Hey guys, Zero here. Welcome back to another video. And today we're going to be talking about a document that I've been ignoring for a while. And it's a document regards to talking about HoloLive China or HoloCN and their members and their seeming two-facedness, if that's a word, towards their audiences in China and North America, or the West, as you want to say it. Outside the Chinese bubble, as you could say it as well. Now, the reason why I'm actually covering this document now is because I have a comment from a user named Blitzen. They linked an image. I thought it was an album at first because of how long it was, but it was actually a single long image that documents some very interesting things. So thank you for that. I think someone else also linked it. I took a glance at it. I mainly ignored it only because I've ignored it because if you look here, it's a long document. And it's not like, I don't think it's well organized. It would be best if they split it up. Like they did have that table of contents. You'll see at the top there. But yeah, it's I've split it up into 30 different pieces here so that we can review each part. And unfortunately, I don't know who the author of these documents are, or this particular document, so I can't credit them. So if you know who that is, please let me know. I'd be grateful for that. And if all of this evidence is true, and I've shown this as well in my videos, I have definitely fallen for the idea that Artia and others are innocent this whole time. So in a way, I've underestimated the antis, even though I've said, hey, careful because antis are organizing, right, in one of my videos. So if you appreciate my work here, before we get started, if you could like, comment, and subscribe, that'd be very helpful. But most importantly, if you want to share this video, because I don't really have a marketing team, I'm just me, and it'd be great because I think this is important info for HoloLive fans to know about. It's in regards to the HoloLive China branch and why HoloLive, like the parent company, Cover Corp, has decided to close their operations in China. So let's get started here into the actual documentation looking at, and it's mostly about showing Artia and other HoloLive China members being negatively nationalistic. So negatively as in very antagonistic towards anyone else who is not from China or very nationalistic like them. So the very first part we'll check here, table of contents, very important here. Some keywords we want to go over is the Meng Meng Ren right here, which is basically another word for simp for them, so MMR, not the virus, by the way. So HoloLive members that are important to this are Artia, Sivia, Doris, Echo, and Rosalind. Although I don't remember any mention of Echo, though. We'll see later on with that. They use this phrase right here, which is pretty racist, so I'll try to avoid that where I can. And Wolf Warrior, very important here. They talk about it's a Chinese propaganda film. Now, it used to be a negative slang towards Chinese nationalists, but they've adopted that as their own identity as well. And so, one last thing I do want to talk about for words I'll be using in this. So, HoloLive, I'll call HoloLive China, HoloLive CN. And when speaking about HoloLive English or foreign fans that are not from China, I'll call them Holo fans. So, antis will, of course, be the anti HoloLive or anti the world, I guess, even because they're so nationalistic. So we can move on to the second image here. This is talking about HoloLive China members. So HoloCN apparently has suspicious archived streams they removed here. And then Artia is saying, hey, I don't want politics in my chat. And this person down here that is calling her out. Now, I assume that these are some screenshots that we'll see soon here. And it focuses on this 20. This is again when Hato and Coco were suspended at the 28th of September. And it's funny because there is a clip out there by in a comment of mine. I'll actually pull it up here. Give me 1 second. I should be much more organized, but here I am. So we have a comment here. I'll bring it over so you guys can see this comment right here by Yohachi 015 links to a video here. And it's Artia's opinion on Chinese nationalists. And it's interesting. This clip here shows that she was part of nationalistic events. And there's something that happened on Facebook in 2016 But there's not much info out there about it. That's what confuses me. There's not much. There's a lot of mentions down the line as well. There's actually a small little Wikipedia page that I can actually show you right now. Move on to this here. It seems like the page has been deleted. It talks about something called the emoji war. I have no idea what it is. I've been trying to look around. There's some academic articles around it, but there's not enough detail public, and I'm interested to see what is being hidden here. You know what I mean? What is being hidden? So we move on next to the some interesting posts on the same day. Hato Koko, Akai Hoto, and Kiro Koko, they both were banned and suspended for their activities. So same day, we talk about here. There's an account that I will butcher the name of here, right here, named Maoling Wo Do Ying. I don't think the romanization is really weird. Anyways, technically it translates to Cat Bell's Fifths or Cat Bell's 5 Degrees. But I've got through some hoops to get this name, but I'll just call them Cat Bell from now on. This right here. So people see here that this person is encouraging the one China policy by this phrase here, hold the bottom line, and Anon, as I'll call them, says that the bottom line is talking about the one China policy we'll see down there. And the one China policy, in case you guys don't know, it is the belief that the Chinese government in Beijing is actually the main government that rules over Taipei or Taiwan instead of it being an independent state. And so they suspect that this person here is Artia's IRL account on Weibo, and we'll see more about this later on. There's some interesting stuff that happens, and yeah, I'm sure it'll be very interesting. So part 4 here, we have images saying Cat Bell liking a post from the official China government account on Weibo, and others are reacting very well to that. So I don't know if this is actually saying her name Artia, but they like this person for sharing this content, and they're very excited, as you can see. It seems like they know that this is her account, so kind of scary. Image 5 here. This is an image of a stream by Cat Bells, and it looks like Overwatch. Yeah, definitely Overwatch. And we can see this character here, which is strangely similar to what Artia looks like. Now, I know it's like still a different design, but it's still got the white hair, the red eyes, and the hair ornaments as well. And this is on a site called Douyu. This is a streaming site for them, and I can't find any archives, so I don't know if it's the same voice either. I'm interested if anyone actually has that. Again, it's not the same model, but I would be interested to see if anyone has any streams or archives of that, to see if maybe this theory holds some weight on Cat Bell being Artia. Next, we have a screenshot from something called Baidu Taiba, and they're praising this Cat Bell and their stream on Douyu. And they're like, oh, well, she's such a nationalist. I love it so much. Like, especially this part here. This mod, the person streaming, is a wolf warrior, like we mentioned earlier, streaming on Douyu by her sub-avatar for protest. So she's protesting using her avatar, which is, again, very interesting if this is actually Artia. We can go next to image 7. Apparently, Cat Bell was part of the 2016 Facebook event that was mentioned earlier. In that clip, I'll actually leave that Artia clip down in the description below as well. She speaks very explicitly saying that she was part of this event, and this could mean they're the same person. Not confirming anything, but it's very possible. We move on next to image 9, because that was a Wikipedia article that we mentioned earlier. This is about a Twitter thread saying that there's some screenshots these screenshots that we've shown already, and the OP is saying that a lot of people are brushing this evidence off because they think that these people are antis trying to split the community. And it's unfortunate because this is what OP has said, that people who are trying to point out the two-facedness of Artia are being labeled antis and people trying to split people apart. And even though they're on the side of Holo fans. So it's kind of sad to see that. It's very interesting because people have been skeptical. I understand you want to have good faith in people, but this is some heavy evidence here that is again something people should know about. Next, on image 10 here, we have antis laughing at HoloLive fans, reacting to the previous evidence here, because that evidence was the screenshots we mentioned. And the Anon says that Holo fans have blind faith. I said, like, dismissed everything quickly, and they're laughing because they don't know, because of their prejudice, that the Artia or whoever it is they're trying to support is actually not on their side. There's a mistake here. So the problem, Ian audience, so Holo fans, thought Chinese antis hating all HoloLive members, including HoloCN, which is not true. Now, from my perspective, though, it seems like they are too focused on trying to attack HoloLive, original, than focused on actually supporting their girls. But then there's another side of this as well. They actually are supporting their girls in another way. We move to this 19th of October post. This is when Hato and Coco have returned from their suspension. Artia shows a meme here with Hayao Miyazaki, a famous anime movie director, and it's the anime was a mistake meme, and a cat saying, apparently, I am rubbish and I should be one that should get out. There's someone down here that encourages her and HoloCN to leave Cover Corp, the parent company, and there's a self-depreciating meme. And they do want, they all agree apparently that Coco should be more punished and they should split off doing their own thing, being HoloCN independent, not under Cover Corp anymore. So, part 12 here, we have an interesting stream here, 21st of October. This is when antis really tried to attack Coco, and she was smart with her 4D plays there, respectful for that. Now, this is a stream where she and another streamer, Doris, it looks like, were watching the movie we mentioned earlier, the propaganda film Wolf Warrior. And they're making fun of HoloCN, so Holo fans, saying, oh, do foreigners not understand the meaning of this movie? Are they silly? Are they stupid? They're saying a lot of that kind of thing. And there's the next few images here are going to be basically antis making fun of Holo fans, saying, oh, wow, why are you so stupid? Why don't you know, why are you such simps? Why don't you know that Artia is a wolf warrior more than us? That's a lot of what is going to happen here. And this really emphasizes that. And we go to this image again. They're saying, wow, I can't believe that you're so stupid. Like, they're still, like, even if they're announcing their retirement, Holo fans are wanting to protect HoloLive China and being, again, ignorant that they're wolf warriors. Number 15, again, just more of that making fun of people. Because apparently they think that we know that they're wolf warriors, and a lot of people don't. And I'm not trying to split people on the community here, but this is some very damning evidence, in my opinion. So they're just, again, making fun of people. There's a lot of text there. We move on next to some clarification about why Holo fans, are being made fun of in this kind of thing here. So we move, again, the reason why China community thought Ian audience was going to spam Artia and Sivia is because of they thought Holo fans knew Artia and Sivia are wolf warriors. Again, it's very strange that we're playing into the cards of these antis. So again, be very careful about what you're doing. This info is again very damning. I don't like repeating myself, but it's kind of how it is. Number 17 here is going to start addressing the character known as Rosalind. I'm a bit confused here because of some context is not given. So Rosalind apparently gives an important speech in her stream, and that she's making fun of Japanese people. Keep going on what you're doing. So spam. Now, what it seems like is that because they are retiring soon, or at least some of them are, Rosalind is encouraging people to spam, or like not bot, but like try to boost the numbers of HoloCN members to make them look better. So the possibility that I can leave, so here apparently Rosalind says, the possibility if I can leave cover with my avatar, all of a sudden how hard you work. So to make her look better so that she can actually keep it and go independent, which is why, again, this is understandably why the members are being let go of and disbanding the company, which is good. I was actually on one fence saying, wait, why are people so negative? And this evidence shows that. Again, I've been putting this off for too long. We go on more to this image here, 19, making fun of HoloLive fans and of their blind faith again. And they look up to Rosalind as being a more dedicated wolf warrior than they are. And again, making fun of people for like not knowing that these guys are actually being very antagonistic to their foreign fans, their Holo fans. We go to part 20, I call it. They're making fun of fans again. They don't know the perspective. Now they're making fun of Holo fans for blindly blaming HoloLive for the failure of HoloLive China. Not the case from my perspective, but did anyone else you see say, blame HoloLive for their failures? I think HoloLive. I think I've seen a lot of people just blaming antis for the failure of HoloLive China more than anything. So interested to hear what that's going on with that. From my corner, again, people are very supportive of HoloLive China and not blaming at least Cover Corp for their failure. We go to this image here. Now this is a bit of a long one, but in summary, they're making fun of HoloLive fans for being foolish and thinking that they're not on the side of HoloLive China. Again, I'm repeating myself, though. I do apologize for that. 22, they are making fun of HoloLive fans again for being such simps. This is a post from, looks like r/HoloLive. And we go to this one here. They're celebrating that HoloLive China can become independent. But as we know now, they're not going to do that. They're all going to be let go. And so they want to encourage, keep spamming, keep adding to our numbers, make us look good so we can keep our avatars and become independent. It sounds so devious. This is all behind the scenes. We can go to part 25 here. Now this is 24. Was it 24? 25? 24. And this is a list of HoloLive members that celebrated the return of Coco, because antis definitely want to target Coco because they know she's very influential in the company of HoloLive and Cover Corp as a whole. Now, they have an attempt here of trying to kick the hornet's nest of other countries, because we can see this photo here. This is a thumbnail of a video that Ame, or Amelia from HoloLive English, was doing. She's practicing accents. She has her little British accent as it was, and they're trying to rouse people who were nationalistic as well in other countries, but they don't. Not many countries have a large and very active nationalistic group as much as China does with their wolf warriors here. So we can go to this part here. They're making fun of again HoloLive fans for not understanding antis. They are actually doing everything under their own volition. They're not being controlled by the government. They're all independent. So that's one thing to remember, that these guys aren't being threatened. They are very nationalistic, very aggressive about their political stance. So don't forget that. We have a flowchart here, though. This is very interesting. I know it looks a little confusing here, but it's pretty simple once you kind of take it into little parts here. So the flowchart shows that HoloLive China is hiding their allegiance from HoloLive fans, then they blindly support them and Cover Corp. HoloLive fans and antis are enemies, but only antis actually mock Holo fans because of the unknowing HoloLive fans who don't know that HoloLive China is on the side of antis. HoloLive China supports antis, and they're both dissatisfied with how they handled Cover Corp handled Coco. So this is very interesting news. I can understand why people are so aggressive in the comments about, good riddance or whatever. But I don't need to use that kind of aggressive language. I try to keep things neutral as possible in my regard. And one final part here is from OP themselves, Anon. Again, I don't know who this is, so I would love to know if you can get me the information down below. They make a statement here. They understand that the truth may be hard. Holo fans don't know the Chinese community. This person seems to be on the inside of that and looking outwards. Continuing to support HoloLive China, they want to say, if you want to continue supporting HoloLive China, do that until they are graduated, and they just want to leave people alone so that they can do whatever they need to do, and don't harass people. And that's the thing I always keep up saying, don't go harassing people. They may be wrong, they may be a bad person, but harassing people makes you look like the worst person down the line. Anon says that they created this document because they wanted HoloLive fans to know the truth about HoloLive China. They feel sorry for those who wanted to spread this information and was labeled as an anti, like I said earlier. So they also thank everyone for being a fan of HoloLive China, and remind that you should simp. But if you do, don't do it blindly. And I understand this was a lot of information, and I know that I may also be labeled as someone who's trying to split things apart. But this is the information that I'm putting out there, and things just seem to line up for me. And I don't know if that's how it feels like to you guys. And I apologize if my presentation was pretty bad. I'm trying my best with what I got. I planned this out a little bit, but leave me your comments down below about what your thoughts are about all of this, and possibly why Artia and all the others might be actually supporting China and their antis. It's sad to see that, but if you thought this information was informative, please like, comment, and subscribe. Also share the video most importantly. And I'll see you guys in the next video.